Well, fucking hey there. See my diction. And, yeah, you're totally seeing a Black Ops 2 commentary on my channel. I've been playing this a lot recently, just in between, doing stuff at my desk. And I figured, hey, it's been a really long time since I've done a sit-down commentary, talky thing video that I used to do. And I know people think I hate this game, but I don't. It's not. It's just that Call of Duty is not as... It doesn't have the hold on me that it used to, and that hold was pretty much directly related to me and my friends playing the game. And since they don't play it that much, I don't play it that much. That's just kind of how it is. And as you can see here, I'm rocking the Taze Clan, what do you call it? Class? Yeah. And I'm fucking up this commentary already. It's been a while. It's been a really long time. I guess I just wanted to talk about YouTube a little bit. And I mean, I just see like a lot has changed in the last year on YouTube, and people ask me, what's it like to do YouTube as a job, and I can say it is very fun. It's not without its stresses, but I don't know. I feel like people have these weird notions, at least in this community, the gaming community. They have these weird notions of what success is and what dictates success on YouTube, and a lot of people have this weird notion that, like, oh, in order to get big on YouTube, you have to kiss somebody's ass who's bigger than you, and that's not true at all. Because, I mean, if anyone has like a really large following on YouTube, they're used to people kissing their ass, kind of, like showering them with compliments, or just like being very blatantly ass kissy, brown nosy. And I can speak for myself and my friends. We've talked about it. We recognize that right away, and we do not respect it. We don't like it. I can only imagine if I walked up to fucking Dustin Hoffman in the middle of the street and just started gushing over all of his projects and didn't actually talk to him like a human being. Yeah, he'd be flattered for a little while, but after a bit, he's gonna forget me. I'm just another fan. I'm just some dude who fucking gushed over him in public, and that's kind of, like, yeah, it's cool to appreciate someone for what they do, but that we're all people. I mean, there are people who have pretty big head about themselves, and you can tell, but for the most part, just being, I don't know, it's weird. It seems really pertinent, like with everyone, like, oh, like the only reason this person got big is because they kissed this person's ass. Like, no, it's called networking, and networking is not an evil, malicious, grimy, scummy thing at all. Not at all. I mean, it can be if you do it wrong, but for the most part, it's about relationships, making friends, collaborating, creating projects that, on your own would not be nearly as entertaining as they are when you're doing it with somebody else or a group of people. And so that's kind of the philosophy I've gone by this past 2 years. It used to be, all for one and one for all type deal, when I was doing Call of Duty commentaries, and a lot of my skits and my comedy stuff was all about me, and 2 years ago, if you're on YouTube and your content was all about you, I mean, there are certain people that do that, and it works for them and it's cool, but a lot of the time, like, if the all about you thing gets stale and like you're just not coming up with stuff that's good enough, then it's I don't know. I see people that do that, and they're like, I don't get it. I don't understand why people don't watch my videos anymore. It's like, well, because you're not stretching your legs, your content's stale, and you're being very stubborn about it because you think that if you add other people into the mix and share your views with them, that you're doing it wrong and you're gonna lose out a lot. And it's just, it's not exactly how it works. But I digress, I suppose. I digress. But I mean, for the most part, it's a cool job. It's definitely not the job it used to be, as far as like the people think that, like, if you have a certain amount of subs, you're automatically like rich, like you make a lot of money on YouTube if you're partnered and everything, and it's not true. The value of YouTube to advertisers has gone down considerably since last Christmas, and it's, I don't know. I don't like to bitch about money because I I've worked some pretty terrible jobs in my life. I've been a telemarketer. I've done several phone jobs, which were not necessarily telemarketing. It was more like appointment setting. But in the end, we were trying to sell products to people over the phone in so many words, and it was just horrible. It's the worst. I mean, like, there are obviously worse jobs out there, but as far as like retail and like jobs you can get in America that are like decently paying, those ones are just fucking soul crushing. They make you feel like a piece of shit, like you're bothering people for a living. That fucking sucks, you know. And I've done that in the telephone industry, and I've also done it in like a face-to-face, like walking up to people and bothering them while they're in a store. I've had a couple jobs doing that, and that's just, it's more awkward because you actually have to look them in the face, you know, and they can't just hang up on you. They have to walk away. So that sucks. So when it comes to like YouTube and stuff, and I see people just like really taking it for granted, you know, and they're just acting like if they're not making enough money doing this, then the world owes them an apology. Like, fuck you. your viewers don't owe you shit. They don't owe you any favors. They don't owe you likes. They don't owe you, you know, tweets. They don't owe you sharing your videos. They don't owe you anything. They don't even owe you a comment. They don't owe you the view in the first place. So it's just, I see people taking advantage of the situation and just being like, hey, you're my subscriber base. If you get me to, you know, this amount of likes on my video, I'll upload the next part that I've already recorded and rendered and edited and everything. It's ready to go, but I'm not gonna unleash it unless you do me this favor that you don't owe me. And I just don't respect that. It's not cool. But I mean, I'm probably gonna catch some flack for that, but it's the point of the commentary. I'm putting my position out there, my opinions and stuff. But you know, it's not like I'm bothered all the time by that. I don't dwell on it. It's a thing that happens. Fuck it, whatever. People do what they do, and I ignore it for the most part. And that was a really lame attempt to stab that guy. Gameplay. So yeah, that's just a little bit of stuff about YouTube, and hopefully it's not depressing or anything. I wasn't trying to be depressing. I'm just trying to give a little bit of, people ask me these questions all the time, and I figure, hey, just make a video talking about it a little bit. And oh, I forgot to bring up my score in this recording. People still use theater mode? Am I doing this wrong? Let me know in the comments section.